finally clean streams. Oh my god. No way. After a whole season.
Just seeing F3 having issues, but stream is up. Waiting for 3 more drivers. Paul can't make it, so I don't know who we're waiting on. Oh, you're not a driver, you're commentator. We'll start on time as well. Just gonna check the stream, just make sure. Oh, 7 people. Okay, well, hello and welcome to FRL F4 Season 3, the Bahrain pre-season. The first of 2 pre-season events where we will be obviously racing tonight around Bahrain and next week around France. I'm joined with my co-commentator for the season, Mr. Flex. How are you doing?
Hoi.
Hoi as usual. Yeah. Anything else? Just hoi?
Doi.
Doi. Okay. Well, me and Flex are obviously going to be commentating over the action. Hopefully we get 2 more drivers, but 17 is enough. The other 2 don't make it, will probably not get a seat. But, oh, Flex, apparently you're racing. You might want to go spectator mode, as I'll tell everyone to ready up. And we will get ready to get going. Obviously, short quality, 18 minutes, and then 29 laps to decide. Well, I guess who's the fastest in F4? I mean, pre-season doesn't tell you everything, but yeah.
Probably Michael van Dongen or Wacker or Mr. Merckx.
But yeah, I think there's quite a few F3 drivers in this grid. I was even saying don't ready up. I don't know why he doesn't want us to ready up. Oh, he's spectating. I was thinking there was something wrong. But yeah, missing 3 drivers. I can't be bothered to check who they are. They should just really turn up. But the track length, I will do a Mr. James Head and get all my stats up. Yeah, the track length is 5.4 kilometers, so maybe probably about average. First Grand Prix was in 2004, not sure if any of you knew that. 57 laps, but obviously we're doing 29 tonight. And the lap record, if you want to know, was in 2005 by Pedro de la Rosa, which was 31.4. But we're going to be going much faster than that, aren't we, Parrot? We're going to be hopefully getting into the 28s at least. So what's the time you're expecting around this track for F4?
To be honest, I don't know.
I think it'll be a 28, because I think a 27, if anyone does a 27, they should be in F1 rather than F4. But Jesse is in F4, I've just realised.
I did a 28.2 or something in quali. I'm not sure.
But yeah, I mean,
or 20, yeah.
28.2 is quite fast, obviously. I think we'll be lucky to see any 28s, because obviously online is very different to TT. We'll see if anyone's practiced for it. But I think the Aston Martin pairing of Rackler and Michael van Dongen will be a very interesting pairing, because last season, Rackler and Michael van Dongen, they weren't super fast in F3 compared to what they usually are, but they came 12th and 6th in the championship for Red Bull, and in terms of the constructors they came 7th, which isn't great, but they were quite quick, Parrot, in F3, but this time they've moved down to F4. Do you think they'll be maybe competing probably for the wins tonight and next week?
Whoa, yeah.
Aston Martins.
They probably are F3 base, yeah, so easy one too.
It may well be an easy one too, but hopefully we'll be seeing a close grid. I mean, these are the initial placements, so if it's if we got it wrong, then yeah.
Why are they placed in F4 when you know they're gonna take a 1-2?
We'll see. I mean, these are, if anyone's wondering why these initial placements are what they are, if you're seeing anyone who maybe shouldn't be where they are, or they seem as someone who shouldn't be where they are, it's because obviously we took the evaluations, the 3 time trial times around Bahrain, this track, Spain and USA, combined them, and then the slowest 20 are here. Well, at least the slowest 16, because we have 4 not turning up. But it'll be interesting to see how they all fare. Cameron Barber in a lovely blue Williams livery, I've got to say. He will be starting his lap, the first lap of the F4 season. I think he's someone who's going to be interesting in this pre-season because I believe he's dropping a lot of his assists, and I think he may be on wheels. So we'll see how Cameron Barber does on this lap. Going into turn 1, you got to pick your braking point just ahead of the 100-meter board, and then into turn 2, you got to try and keep it as straight as possible. As I think he's on manual gearbox, and he's really revving out the car. But into turn 4, obviously you want to use the curb, open up the corner, but he decides he's going to take a more tighter line. Cameron Barber, as you can see with the steering wheel, he is on the wheel, and for the first sector he does a 28, which is just about a 28, so looking quite good so far. And then into turn 8, he's going to swing it in second gear, he decides, so very low gear for Cameron Barber here. And then turn 9, which isn't much of a corner, but then he's set up for turn 10. Manages it quite nicely. He's doing quite a solid lap, the type of lap where Stephen does it all the time. It's just a solid lap, a solid banker, which is kind of what you want in F4. There's not a lot of people getting solid bankers, a lot of them invalidate. Into turn 11, he's taking a really tight line through turn 11, which turns into turn 12 here. He doesn't invalidate, he does 108.6. And he does spin, and thank God there's no damage, because otherwise he'd have a bit of rear wing damage. But he's going to wait for, I believe that to be... Little Brookie, who is at the moment first, and obviously he's going to stay first, and he's going to take provisional pole. See what lap he's going to do into the last corner, turn 14, and then there's this, which is a mini corner, which many people forget, turn 15. Picks up the DRS, up to the line, 29.8, just about into the 29s, and then I see there's a Mercedes. Jesse. Second. Okay, so he's a lot slower than I thought he was. Cameron finishes that lap after a spin. Gisty goes fairly close, and then Stephen and Rackler make it very close, top 3 in qualifying. So this already, Parrot, looks like it's going to be quite a good grid. The two Ferraris and the two Aston Martins now locking out the first 2 rows. But then, as I say, that Janzu, the Alfa Romeo's looking quite good in 4 and 6. JB ruins that, just as I say it. And then Mertena, what a lap that is. He's looking maybe a class above the rest.
We will not see him again this season.
Yeah, we may not commentate on him again. He could well begin to F3. But the social media man himself, as he goes quite wide there, 7/10 ahead of Brookie. Brookie's a fast man on his 1 lap pace as well, so quite an impressive lap. But Mr. Merckx will look on here as he's about to come through sector 1 as Parrot slurping on whatever that is.
Man, I have a Slurpee machine in my house, so yeah. You know what I mean.
Slurpee machine. Very nice. We all wish we were there, because it is really hot at the moment in the UK, Netherlands, and probably wherever you are, just because of
it's raining in Spain
the heat wave
tomorrow, I think.
But yeah, and it's actually not. I'm not sure if I said France for pre-season. It's actually Spain we're going to next week for pre-season, but it will be dry either way, because obviously the dry weather is on for this race, and it's going to be safety car off and damage off. So if you spin into the wall or whatever, you get away with it. And there's not much point starting on a hard tyre and waiting for a safety car, because no safety car will come. But Mr. Merckx, he's not on too bad of lap. He is derating. That's not because he's got his ERS off. It's because he's doing 2 laps in a row. But he is 14th. He's actually on a good lap. I believe he spun here on his last lap, and he's going to gain an almighty amount of time. Let's come out to the line at 26, 27, 28. Where's it going to be? Mr. Merckx, P6. So, kind of in the mid-pack. There's 6/10 separate 5th down to 9th. But any surprises for you, Parrot? I mean, Stephen up into P4. That's kind of where maybe we would have expected him, or do you think he's overperforming?
I'm more surprised about Jesse, who was able to fight for wins in F3 last season, now on P10 in the first qualifying wins of the season.
Yeah, I just see F3's gone live, which is good to see. So I'll be keeping an eye on F3 as well. But Jesse, as you said, he's 2.8 seconds off the pace. He's not maybe naturally a driver. He does like to commentate and do all sorts of stuff. But as Mr. Michael Van Dongen spins, Bahrain's very nasty track with spins, as shown there. It's very easy, especially on this game, to just pick up the power, and there's just the I mean, the car just drops on you. And as you can see, Michael van Dongen's lap is ruined. But Jesse, at the moment, 10th out of 16 drivers. It's not looking promising for him. He's an aggressive driver, though, so he'll be looking to make up position. Just seen Humanoid, one of the fan favourites in F4.
Oh, Highlander around the turn 2.
As Highlander spins in 16th, that is, I believe, the corner where Mazepin spun in 2021. But Humanoid, yeah, he's 2.9 seconds off the pace, 10th off Jesse. Didn't see his second sector split, but we'll see whether he can get close to his teammate, Mr. Merckx, or teammate for now.
9.3 in the second sector.
Well, we'll see if he's improving. It looks like he's derating, and he doesn't want to continue on his lap, and he dives down into the pits. And just like that, no one is on a lap apart from Highlander, who's on a very slow one.
The exit off the hairpin.
That's a both Williams having not a very good time. I can assure you it is on equal cars, this session. But yeah, Highlander and Cameron are not having the best of sessions, but maybe it's their first few laps on the game, so we'll cut them the slack. But I'm just going to check F3, see what F3 pole is.
Probably second fast or something.
29
No way.
Well, 29.1 is P2. 29.0 so Mertena, if he was in F3, he'd be on pole. 15 drives in F3, a bit disappointing. But
if you
yeah, Mertena is fast.
Last season there were a lot of faster drivers in F3, the same as season 5.
Yeah, a lot of the tiers overlap, obviously, with drivers' pace. As Highlander boxes, and I believe Brookie's on a lap. He's half a tenth up. He's apparently gone purple, but he's going to need to find a lot of time if he wants to get anywhere close to Mertena. I mean, Brookie last season, he didn't have the best of form. He only got 3 points out of, I think it was like 16 races last season. So, in the races, he's not very good, but in qualifying, he's a lot better. So, we'll see what he can do. As he slightly misses the apex of turn 11, but now come through the sweeping corner of turn 12. Let's see if he's up on his time. And he's barely up on his time, he's 4,000 up. I'm not sure if he's going to continue this, or maybe he made a mistake in the last sector, but no one looks like they're going to be able to get close to Mertena. Brookie second at the moment in a Ferrari. Come around the last corner, he's going to already be derating up to the line. And what's it going to be? Oh, it's close actually. No, it isn't. I thought on the time for a second.
1/10 in the first sector. That's actually the definition of sandbagging in time throw.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of drivers obviously can sandbag, but as you can see, Mertena getting all kinds of out of shape, and I think he's backed off on his lap. But 6/10 is the gap now. Rackler though up by 4/10, and Cryptic as well. 6/10. Rackler now is going to try and have a go at Mertena, and no, Rackler, he goes into the gravel, and I think he's going to lose a lot of tenths. Oh, Steven, he's not improving as well. Cryptic,
he was spinning around.
Yeah. Sorry. Oh, Steven having a few issues of his own, but oh no, Rackler joins him. Rackler spins too. I was just going to say Alpine are 1 and 3. Cryptic goes up to P3. Janzu, he's up by 3/10. So Mertena, it might not be all over. A lot of drivers are improving. Louis around as well. That is the McLaren in Sector 1, as there's yellow flags for the Ferrari in Sector 2. But Janzu, where's he going to go? He does improve by a hefty amount, but he's only 9/10 off Mertena. Sorry, that's a lot of time, honestly, for him to find.
There's the Red Bull around.
As there's another spinner, and that's JB this time. Yeah. A lot of spinners finding it very tough. But little Brookie, he is not on a lap. Cryptic is not on a lap. Janzu, we'll check if he's on one, because I cannot tell if he's pushing or not. I think he could be. Janzu through the first sector, he's not pushing too much, so we'll go on board with O'Steven. As Cryptic spins as well in Sector 2. That corner is really catching a lot of drivers out, turn 12. The far sweeping corner in Sector 2. Very easy to get on the inside curb and have a spin, but I didn't see how Cryptic spun there, as though Steven's coming through Sector 1.
This game it's more difficult to spin in that corner than last game, so I don't know how people spin.
I'm surprised, but I think it's more picking up the throttle. And to be fair, around that corner you don't have to pick up the throttle to spin, so a bit surprised like you are maybe. But the amount of drivers who are spinning there is quite a lot. As I think, is that Mr. Merckx? P2, or the old Dittis Luke, if any of the OGs remember him. 5/10 off Mertena. O'Stephen improving by 1/10 of a second. This is going to put him P5 at the moment. This is respectable for O'Stephen. Williams gets out of the way. Ferrari coming right through. Is he going to be able to possibly gain any more time through sector 2? He is. He's 2/10 up now. So O'Stephen, he's looking like he could challenge possibly for second if he absolutely hooks up this last sector. O'Stephen derating like a lot of drivers and low on fuel. The Ferrari man is going to come through the last corner. Third gear, picks up the throttle. O'Stephen 26 seconds on the clock. Can he get into the top 3? No. He's P5, but very respectable lap there from O'Stephen. And just looking at the drivers around him, I don't think many are improving. I think Highlander, I think is the one starting his lap, but
yeah.
You said about Jesse. Jesse's actually improved from 2.9 seconds to 1.8 seconds, so the grid's getting a lot closer than the first few laps, but still Mertena really, really fast compared to the rest of the grid as Highlander backs off.
I see this probably going to say F3 pace from some drivers.
He loves to do that. But I get it, because I think Mertena is F3 pace. But it's easy to cast judgment now. We'll see when everything's done and finished. But just a few other drives. Gisty, he's new to FRL, let alone FRL F4, so he's going to be getting used to it. He seems like he's not going to be fighting for podiums, or maybe points. Janzu,
Man,
he might have reserved.
Yeah. You doesn't know I'm the historic F4 commentator for season 1, 2 and 3. He needs to respect the sheep.
He does need to respect the sheep, but Janzu as well. I can't remember if you're reserved last season, but he's already, he could be new. I can't quite remember. Janjan Jr. as well. Yeah, Janjan Jr. I don't think he's new either. So we've only got one new driver on a grid, and that's Gisty in 12th. A lot of drivers moving tiers. That is Mr. Merckx, Brookie, Rackler and Michael Van Dongen in 7th and 6th. JB in 9th, Jesse in 10th. Those are all the drivers who are in F3, and as you can see, all of them are in the top 10 as Mr. Merckx has a spin. I couldn't tell if he was on a good lap there, but that is going to be oh so disappointing as Dittis Luke. See how many daily spins he can get, as a little ball boy would say from time to time. O'Stephen backing off of his lap. Cryptic, he's starting his lap, so we'll look to see what Cryptic can do.
60,000 improvement in the first sector. As I remember from, not sure if it's season, yeah, it was season 1, where he took a podium on Brazil, and he didn't expect, because he caught himself not fast and shit and other things, and he never expected a podium, and now he's like 6/10 up to P2 and F4.
Yeah, I mean, it's a shame we don't have any more drivers here like Evolvo. Boris, he didn't sign up. He in Brazil last season F4. A certain Macho, yeah, Evolvo, that what's it called? Macho, he took over him in Brazil last season F4. That's what I remember about that race. But Cryptic, I don't think, I'll check the standings. In FRL F4, he didn't do very well. He definitely underperformed. He only got 14 points as Rackler sets pole with a 28, and just like that he asserts his dominance.
No.
And Mertena improves, and now it's a really small gap, but let's see. Cryptic is up by 10th. Can he possibly get it on the second row? Can he put it into third? Is he going to be able to put in a lap like his teammate? Cryptic up to the line. It is third. Alpine looking very strong today, as well as Ferrari and Aston Martin. All doing very well, but Rackler, that was a very good lap from him. Just like the old Rackler we know and love. Very good lap.
Yeah. I was already expecting him up on the grid, because F3 to F4 doesn't sound realistic or something.
But Brookie, he's also F3 to F4, but he's only improving by a 10th as Senna's joined, so I'm going to have a very wild guess to say we will have to have a restart in a lobby, because probably formation lap is not going to work.
Joined?
Senna, FRL Senna, but We'll see what Brookie can do up to the line. He's now going to take third, so Cryptic enjoyed that third for about 30 seconds. Now, Michael Van Dongen, see what he's doing. He looks like he's on a competitive lap. Coming through, I believe that to be turn 9. He gets a bit of a snap of oversteers. He's completely revving out that engine. Picking up the DRS, he's going to reach almost 300 kilometers per hour into turn 10. He does reach that, and he just about hooks that apex up nicely. Is he going to be able to get through here spin free? He does. Michael Van Doyen, he's a whole second off his teammate, and he's improving by 6/10. The F3 guys are really lighting up the times at the moment. Michael Van Dongen coming through the last sector. He's got a very good chance as Jan retires. He's got a good chance here to put it on the front row. Mertena retires. How long's left of the session? I guess he's not going to be able to have enough time to set a lap. But Michael Van Doyen all the way up to third. Third place is the way drivers are improving. That was a massive improvement. 8/10 of a second. And now, Janzu, I'm not sure if he's improving. But anyone you got your eye on, Parrot? Jesse's invalid, but qualifying's over, but is anyone improving, do you know?
No.
Janzu
just got the flag to start a new lap, so...
Brookie's not. Michael Van Dongen could as well, but we'll see what O'Steven can do through the first sector, and if it's not competitive, we'll switch right back over to Michael Van Dongen, who was improving by 38,000, but O'Steven is improving by half a tenth. This is looking promising. He's going to have to gain a whole 2/10 if he wants to improve his position. Mike Van Dongen, however, he is, as you can see, done a 28.8.
He backed up.
See what Mike Van Dongen can do through the second sector.
He backed up.
Are you backed off? Oh, he has. He's off the trial. Sorry, I didn't realise. But O'Steven, he is not backed off. He's still on his lap. So O'Steven is the last driver to complete a lap. Everyone else has retired. And at the moment, there are a few surprises that O'Steven didn't hit the apex as well as he maybe could have. He's still pushing. I don't know if there's going to be a good second sector split. But it is. He's improving still, but not by enough. He's got to improve even more, O'Steven here. Needs a whole 2/10 improvement to get into the top 5. As 5th and 6th are obviously very close in the match. O'Steven through the last corner. See if he can improve once again through the last sector. O'Steven, is he going to pit? No, he doesn't. He commits.
Of course not.
Oh, and it's not a bad improvement. O'Steven, just a 10th of P5. Less than a 10th of P5. I think he'll be satisfied with that, but I think there'll be questions asked about the 2 Aston Martins and the Alpine of Mertena. But just like that, qualifying's over. This man, Rackler, is your pole sitter. Michael Van Dongen in third as well, his teammate Mertena in second. Just 38 thousandths off him. Brookie in the fourth, Cryptic fifth, Mr. Mertz in sixth, O'Steven seventh, Janzu 8th, JB 9th, Jesse rounds off the top 10 and his teammate in 11th. And we'll see about the rest of the grid, but shall we check F3 poll to see where that would have put Rackler? Oh, they've gotten a lot quicker. I think it's a 28.3 for F3 poll at the moment. So VDB Dakes, who's provisional poll for F3, he's very fast as well. But Gisty in 12th, Louis Yu in 13th, Umoy 14th, Cameron Barbers 15th, and Highlands in 16th. Would you say that was faster or slower, or was that what you expected, Flex, in general, or no?
Yeah, expected. But we without F4 pace, F3 pace drivers, it was like 129.4 from Brookie.
Yeah. I think the Aston Martins and Mertena, do you think they'll be moved up to F3 in Spain?
Don't ask me.
Don't ask you for sure, but I think it could well happen. But we'll see in a race. Obviously, one lap pace is one thing. Well, you never know in Johnson, indeed. But we will see what happens, obviously, in a race. One lap pace is one thing, but being able to pump out the consistent lap times, lap after lap, is another thing. So we'll see who can get the best launch off of the starting grid into turn 1, whether it will be an Aston Martin or maybe an Alpine. We are yet to see, but a lot of questions yet to be answered. JB starting further back, will he maybe pull off a very good race? He's always been very consistent in the race, always picking up podiums in F3 and F2 wherever he's been. So this will be very interesting to see where everyone will shape up. as we have 17 drivers, as you can see. Hopefully Senna hasn't glitched the grid.
Well, this
Not
is most
yet,
times
not
the
so
end of the
far.
formation lab. But you need to say this is the first time ever in FRL history, I think, that drivers are going by themselves on the starting grid.
Yeah, and you can tell because I think that is Cameron Barber. He's spun already. It's not easy, the formation lap. The tyres are very freezing cold, and Cameron's going to want to warm them up. He'll have an easier time warming them up because he's on sauce parrot. But are you surprised everyone's gone mediums, or did you expect anyone like Steven to go onto the hard tyres?
I'm surprised, yeah. Didn't expect drivers on the softs actually. So
Yeah, Umnoid and Cameron though, they don't have much to lose, so I guess they can try and go for a top 10 finish. No points scored, obviously, for a pre-season race, but we will see how it all shapes up as SVG Rackler just leaving drift marks in his wake. But predictions, we forgot our predictions for quali. Predictions, Parrot, for the race. What are you thinking?
let's see. This is weird to do because it's not the professional grid. Some drivers from F3, so just gonna say maybe boring, but Wackler P1, Michael van Dongen P2, and Mr. Merckx P3.
Okay, so you think it'll be the three Dutch friends coming on a podium?
Because they were F3 last season,
yeah,
and
makes
they
sense.
got more race pace probably.
If I go the opposite way, I think Little Brookie will be on the top step of the podium and win. I think Steven will be in second, and I think JB will be in third. But look out for Jan Jr. I think he's quite fast as Mr. Merckx hits someone. Cameron Barber, he can be fast on his lap. Senna as well. We'll see how he makes his way through the start of the grid. Hopefully we don't have a restart and we can actually get this started, as it's going to be a very exciting race to see who will form up where. Umnoid getting disqualified, Cameron Barber as well. I guess they didn't slot into their grid slot. But hopefully we see the drivers rev up their engines. I believe everyone's in place, and I believe, as usual, if someone joins during qualifying, I think we'll need a restart. We'll give it 30 seconds, otherwise we won't waste any more time, because as Flexum, you know, in many leagues, if it happens, you just can't restart. And it doesn't seem like it's going to be solved anytime soon, so I will leave the session and start a new one and announce it is a restart. So yeah. But yeah, it'll be obviously a shame that it acted that way. I think there should be a penalty. We'll do a penalty for sure if obviously you joined late for the new season. That should be a new rule enacted. So Senna would get a penalty if this is the season. But anyway, on the bright side, I guess it will build up the tension. You on PlayStation 5? Of course I will. As I invited you, and I mean I'll invite Steven as well. No harm in doing both.
And invite players from last session.
Ah, okay.
You didn't know?
No. I've got to form the grid and do the settings. Here are the settings for FRL if anyone wants to nab them for their league. We'll do formation lap off because, or do you keep it on? I think we do it off to make sure there's no glitches.
Like yesterday, you know.
It's going to be chaos, but hope the drivers. I'll ping the drivers to let them know.
I invite all drivers like 3 times or something before they disconnect or something.
Yeah, there will be no formation lap, just to make sure we don't have another glitch. And the last one to be done is car damage. And now we will wait for the grid to form up. Obviously, I need to change quali off. But apologies about the restart. Obviously, that was because Senna joined during quali, so don't roast me, roast Senna. But we will get this sorted nonetheless. We have got 17, 17 to join. And who was on pole? It was Rackler, so he's already here. That's quite nice. I will have to check the grid quickly. Senna apologises. That's nice of him. But hopefully we don't get that again. But I will check the grid after quali. Mertena P2, as you can see. It is Michael Van Dongen P3. I think it's Brookie P4. Yes, it is. And then Cryptic is not here. But we will add Mr. Mercs next. Unless I'm blind as about, I can't see him.
Dewey and Cryptic needs to join.
Yeah, hopefully they join. Next is Steven in provisional P6 until they join. Janzu. And then it is JB. Oh, sorry, JB. And then it is Jesse. And then it is Jan and Gisty. Yeah. And then it is Louis Yu, who is not here. And then it is Umnoid, Cameron, Highlander. And obviously I need to go spectator mode. So hopefully they join. No rush, lads. It's not like we've just done a restart, so hopefully they join soon rather than later. As we wait for, I believe it's 3 drivers to join. Senna, who will start at the back, Your Idea, and Cryptic. So 3 drivers. Yeah, 3 to join us. Flex, you've gone spectator.
The whole stream legit this song. This is new to me after a whole season, because normally I was head commentator and it's to speak like 3,000 times, and David was just quiet. And now it's the opposite.
We'll give the drivers until 7:33, which
also
is basically...
FRL restart, so it's just because the formation limit, maybe. Not even because someone joined.
We'll give them Cryptic till 7:33.
I mean, just start, we are already waiting too long.
No, because I said to restart his PlayStation, so... But, I mean, I can read out a few, things about F4. I mean, in terms of F4 last season, if everyone was wondering, Pepo did obviously win a championship. Second was Kostya. And third was Evil Zook. And they are all in F3. Kostya, I think he might even be in F2. He was really fast in the evaluations. I mean, I think he finished on the podium in every single race he finished, Kostya, last season, apart from Imola. So F4, if you're fast, you're very fast. You do dominate. As we're still waiting for 3 drivers. As it's 1 minute to go.
The GTA game era was a lot better than Pepo era.
Yeah.
You agree or not? Probably.
Sorry,
yes,
say that again.
Oh man. Steven is the GOAT, right?
Of course, Steven's been here quite a while. But we are still waiting. Sorry to the 10 viewers. Cryptic's getting close. And we should start now. And Cryptic, apparently, how close is Cryptic to starting?
Why should we start?
Cryptic is saying he's loading in. And there's Cryptic. He's here. Okay. Okay, well, all drivers can ready up. And Your idea, although he could race at the last second, he couldn't join in time, as you would probably expect with your idea. So, we will be starting without him, and we're 2 drivers short. So Senna, who messed up the lobby, and your idea, you couldn't join in time, won't be here. Fingers crossed they don't join in a race as well, because that would be awful. But we will get going anyway. Oh God.
What?
I just realised. Cryptic may not be on the grid right. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Well, Cryptic joined late, so we can start at the back anyway. So I'll have to apologise to him. So yeah. Hopefully we can start this race without any worries. The time
People
is...
forgot setups already.
For
well,
sure. That's too bad.
People forgot setups.
At the end of the day, if you just join on time, be like Steve, remember everything, you will be fine. I'm still impressed that people are still listening to this stream. This must be oh so frustrating, but thank you to anyone who's still painfully watching on. As we will hopefully finally get this race underway. As the timer is off, so someone's readied up, so we will get ready to get going. As in F3, they have not started either, as you'd expect on this silly game. Well, good luck to F3, obviously.
I just said no information before they're not watching or something.
And as we get ready to get going, Cryptic starting from the back, sorry about that. But anyway, we are lights out. And away we go. The lights glitch, I'm back at it again, but Cryptic, he's already starting towards the back, but it is an Alpine that leads into turn 1. And our little Brookie, he's got the best start of all of them. He's going to try and go up the inside of Mertena, but now towards the behind, it's Steven going 2 wide or 3 wide with 2 Aston Martins, and the Aston Martins have lost out massively. JB in the race, he's an absolute legend, and once again he's proven that he's up to P5, and the 2 Ferraris have made up a significant ground, and the 2 Aston Martins are doing very poorly. A little Brookie's going to have the inside for the next corner. Mertena's going to stick the nose up, and now Steven might be having a go here. And now little Brookie trying to fight from Mertena. Steven are going to try and go all the way around both of them. Steven, no, he's side by side with Mertena. Brookie has managed just about off the track to keep the traction going. Your idea leaves the session, and Steven, he's in 3rd. Cryptic making up positions, which is good to see after his disconnect. The 2 Mercedes as well, they've moved up positions, and Jesse and Rackler going side by side.
Up to P3 inside of Steven.
Steven,
contact with each other, push them up the track.
Oh no, Brookie's off! Steven, he's now going to try and go out the inside of JB. How the hell is JB up to 3rd? I do not know. I know Steven, he loses the car, but he's now dropping down like
Jesse
a stone. Jesse in P5, but JB, what a start from him. Rackler, he's now making up ground again. He's lost positions, and now he's gaining them back. Cryptic is now up to P7. This is a brilliant start. JB's round. Now Steven's in a podium position, but now Steven, like son, and now Rackler is now going to attack Steven up the inside. Is Steven going to fight this? As now Jesse goes up the inside. Steven's being absolutely swarmed here. The Mercedes behind Steven. Can he make a move into turn 4? This is going to be difficult against Steven, who's going to fight this very hard. He's not even using overtake. I think Steven's given up the fight. No, he hasn't. Steven around the outside. He's now going to try and stay alongside the Mercedes. Ferrari versus Mercedes, who's going to come out on top. And Steven, he gets a bit of a shove. But now he's still up the inside of Jesse. And Steven's been spun around by Jesse. Oh, that's a shame, because that battle was going so well. And now, once again, Cryptic now back up to where he started. Oh, I think he started 4th. No, sorry, 5th. So Cryptic back up to where he started. He did start, it was 5th. So Cryptic in 1 lap back from the back of the grid all the way up here. 18 viewers watching. What a chaotic first lap that was. If you're just tuning in, go back and watch that again.
Martina, who gained 1 place in the first lap, Mike Verdongen gained 1 place, Reckler lost 2 places, who started actually in pole position. Jesse started P9, is up to P4, it's around, it's fun. Oh, and that's just the commentator's curse. Cryptic up to P4, gained 11 places, John up to P5, gained 5 places, Hyland up to P6, he gained 8 places. Mr. Merckx lost 2 places, Little Bookie lost 4 places after his spin. Jesse on the same starting position after his spin. JB like father like son, also with a spin lost 2 places, Umlaut gained 1 place. Oh. Steven lost 6 places with his contact with Jesse, who spun around because of that. Yeah, the new driver Gisty, P13 lost 2 places. It's pretty new league for him, so he needs to, maybe it's his first league. I know learn waging in FRL because.
Oh, Jesse, that is ridiculous. Sorry, sorry to cut in, but just Jesse there, completely cut off JB. That was not clean at all. That was literally shoving him into the wall. I don't believe I just saw that. That was not even aggressive racing. That would have been a whole season ban. He just took out JB, and now JB's down to 14th. Cameron Barber, he's had an awful first lap, getting used to his assists and wheel and everything.
Can they give season bans in pre-season?
I don't know, but he's definitely going to have less chance of getting a seat. I mean, that was ridiculous. JB is probably going to think about quitting now, but I really hope he doesn't, because it is obviously pre-season. We got to know your lap times and kind of get an understanding of where you are. But Gisty.
Oh
my goodness! It's 2 Alfa Romeos! 2 Alfa Romeos in one corner. I don't know what happened there. Janzu, as Michael Van Dongen, as you said, spun, and is that from the lead? I think it might be. He was leading, I believe.
No, he was second.
Oh, he's second. So no, Mertena, he has an even bigger gap now to P2. So Mertena's out of DRS, and the closest battle is Highlander, who's gained, I think it's 9 positions.
He gained 9 positions. Yeah.
That is incredible. Cryptic even more. But Jan Jr, he's now going to try and get in a DRS of Cryptic. Cryptic's in a podium position. He might be feeling the pressure here. Although it's pre-season, I don't think he's ever got a podium. Highlander as well. So there's a DRS train all the way down to Michael Van Dongen. Oh, Steven spun. I don't know what happened with Umnoids and the 2 Alfa Romeos there. But either way, they're all just about in DRS. So it seems like there's 2 packs emerging. The pack from P3 down to P7 and the pack from P9 all the way down to P12. But you were saying, Flex?
Something we missed is Cryptic on P3. We gained 12 places with like 70 EOS to go. That's incredible.
Yeah. The first lap, I mean, if you think it was crazy, I mean, just watch again. It was unbelievable. But out of all of that, it's still unravelling. It's still not settled down quite yet. Mr. Merckx has got an angry brookie behind him, a very red angry brookie. Like Father Like Son, he's going to try and get past Mr. Merckx. Oh my goodness, Highlander, massive snap of oversteer there. He's now coming under pressure from 2 F3 drivers. Maybe even 3 soon, as Michael Van Dongen is going to try and catch up. But Jan Jr is out of his DRS, so Mr. Merckx is going to maybe try and even make a move into the last corner. He is! Mr. Merckx round the outside of the last corner. Space is given, very clean racing. And now little Brookie is going to try and get both of them. Brookie is going to try and get into P5. Mr. Merckx and Highlander here. Highlander is going to give the slipstream to Mr. Merckx though, and Brookie's going to stay 7th, or is he? Oh, he's going to go round the outside of Mr. Merckx. Can he make it stick, Mr. Merckx? Bit of contact. Brookie a little bit cautious. Cuts the corner a little bit. Gets a stab of oversteer. And now P6 for Brookie. And now he's going to try and have a go at Highlander next lap, surely. Oh.
Yeah, but the thing is in this game, the DRS is not that powerful as last game. And Island has got more ERS than Brookie, so it can be really difficult for Brookie if the Islander wants to make it difficult for Brookie. Yeah.
As Highlander, I think, get an awful exit. Oh no, Highlander! The exit was so bad. Brookie couldn't really help, but kind of skids along.
Yeah, that was Highlander's own fault.
Highlander. Sure. Sorry about that, but Brookie, yeah.
He lost his back of the car and then Brookie was there, so
and as a result, he's now down to P9, so he hasn't lost too much, but O'Stevens now gained position, and now Ferraris, as a result, have both gained a position out of that, so it's going quite well. As SBD Rackler, he He's got a lot less DRS, but I think he's in the DRS now of Mertner. So we'll just go on board, because this could be critical, as Michael Van Dongen gets first penalty of the evening.
Alfa Romeo around Gisty.
And that's a shame, because he was doing alright, Gisty, but hopefully he continues. P13, he could maybe make up moves as Cameron Barber spins as well. But Rackler, he did get DRS, and now Rackler, he's got DRS on a race leader at the moment.
Yeah, that can be important, even when it's not that powerful. Jesse overtaking John on the main straight of the P11.
Oh, what's that, Mr. Merckx? I think did he spin past turn 1?
That we set the track, or?
I'm not sure. That was really odd spin. He just skidded into turn 3, but he was spinning. Very odd. But now he's down to P8, and once again, 2 Ferraris gaining another 2 positions. Oh, Steven now P7, Brookie P5. Brookie looks fast, and the fastest lap at the moment is, let's have a check. It is Rackler, but Brookie is got a faster lap, 6/10 faster than Jan. So he's going to be chasing down Jan, and it'll be interesting to see if he can, how fast he can do that. As Cameron Barber, he may retire, but I hope he doesn't, because if he gets onto some maybe hard tyres, it might stop the spinning routes.
Yellow flag, Rackler spun around.
Oh, Rackler! The pressure's got to him. He was 2nd place, and just like that, he is now going to almost go down to P4. Brookie off the track. Can Brookie get into P4? I'd love to see Brookie get a podium after all his bad luck in F3. He's going to try and go out the inside, but he doesn't want to do this, really, because of the whole DRS. But Rackler
out of the pit exit with the squad tires and making downers.
Rackler's going to make an easy pass here, really easy pass. 2/10 behind. Is Brookie going to pit? No, he doesn't. But he does cut the pit lane line, so if that was a real season, he would get a 5-second penalty. But Brookie does get mugged. It's like taking candy from a baby, and he gets his pants pulled down. And moving on to Umanoid in P11. He's got DRS on Jesse, but Janzu's got DRS on him. Let's see if Umanoid's going to make a position. Janzu thinks about the move. I thought for a second Janzu was going to dive bomb it there.
He's going to send it out now. Like Daniel Ricciardo.
But he's in an Alfa Romeo, so it's more like a Bottas, but you don't see many overtakes from Bottas. But Janzu, I think he's on wheel. Umanoid's on wheel.
We haven't even got a McLaren today on track.
No McLarens and no Red Bull.
No
we got 1 Red Bull. So yeah, no McLaren party at the moment. We might be missing another team, I feel like.
No Ronaldo, no party. Oh, John, the outside.
Oh my goodness. Janzu. Is that running outside of Umanoid? Oh my goodness, what a move that is. Janzu. Running outside of Umanoid, respectful racing. And Janzu, I mean, that wasn't Daniel Ricciardo-esque, but it was very nice overtake. Very good move from Janzu, and he's now up to P11. And it's a spinner as Cameron Barber retires. Is that Cameron Barber? I think it might be, yeah. I think he's rage quit after being lapped, so a shame about that. I think he said he might have been feeling ill before the race, but yeah. As Mertena, I mean, Alpine's gap, they've got a 3-second gap over the rest of the pack.
On the main straight on John.
Jan Jr., he's in trouble here. Oh, Rackler, lovely move. That was Sebastian Vettel-esque in the Aston Martin. And Jan, he's now going to try and get a switch back. Can he do it? He's got overtaken A, was going to be careful to not spin here. Jesse makes a move as well. But Brookie, he's going to be watching this fight, hoping they have a bit of contact so he can get a bit closer. Rackler goes wide, but Jan, not close enough to make a move. But good racing power, isn't it?
As for now, yes, they had a 2-second time penalty, and Brookie is gaining some time, and John's gone wide with a 3-second penalty as well now.
Yeah.
That's not what you want in a pre-season race.
But with how many spins we've been seeing, a 3-second penalty might not make the difference if the driver's around to spin. But as you can see, he's a lot earlier on the brakes than Brookie. And Brookie, as we watch 16 viewers, he's going to try and treat these 16 viewers to an overtake. Brookie round the outside of turn 10, around the outside of Jan Jr. and massively outbrakes Jan. I mean, what was he doing? Brookie made it look easy peasy. And maybe little Brookie's the Daniel Ricciardo. But now, as Brookie coming through sector 2, he's at 7/10 now off Rackler. He's going to surely try and make a move on Rackler. Rackler using his DRS to try and get out of the DRS zone. But Brookie, oh, was he in the DRS? It was a bit close. No, but he is. So Brookie now into turn 4, or into turn 1, and then the DRS straight or turn 4. He'll be trying to see... Oh, he doesn't! He said it was coming up on his MFD middle thing, but... That means Jan he might come under pressure from. But looking further back to the other battle, Michael van Dongen, he's not shrugging off O'Steven. O'Steven's right on Michael van Dongen's bottom at the moment. He's doing quite well. Yeah.
Progressing on P6.
As all the drivers behind, just a side note, they're all just above a second, but below 1.7 seconds. Mr. Merckx, Jesse, Highlander, Jansu. Very close, but none of them can get quite in the DRS zone. It's like dirty airs. Absolutely
dirty airs, okay.
That doesn't make the best racing, but lap 1, the racing was incredible. As though Steven, he's almost pushing along Michael van Dongen. Michael van Dongen is really struggling. As Brookie's in a DRS of Rackler this time. And Steven, he's going really wide on exit, which is really helping him as he catch up to Michael van Dongen. So, as Mr. Merckx is in the background as well. So Steven, he's enjoying his battles at the moment, looking to get a P6, which wouldn't be the worst result in the world.
Yeah, it's like last season, most times top 7, and now he's driving P7 with some drivers who are
F3, so it's good.
Placed. Yeah. So probably he's going to take a lot of podiums this season.
Yeah, it depends obviously if there's space in F3. Hopefully there is, but I'm not sure if we'll have enough drivers in F4. But that's the compromise you got to have. Both teams not going to be worrying about that. He enables DRS. Oh, sorry, he's already got enabled DRS, but he enabled overtake and then thought about making a move. He fakes a move to the inside. I think he fooled everyone. But no, he doesn't make the move. As Mr. Merckx is all over his rear wing mirrors. But once again, Mike van Dongen, poor exit. And Steven, round the outside of turn 4. Can he make it sit? Mike van Dongen, oh, he spins him round. Mike van Dongen, oh no, Mr. Merckx. Oh no, Jesse up to P7. I mean, Mike van Dongen, I think he shut the door. As Highlander spun as well. And Mr. Merckx spun again. But Mike van Dongen on lap 1, if you can remember, Parrot, I think he may have spun around O'Steven, so there could be a bit of karma there. And it didn't look like it was O'Steven's fault. It did look like O'Steven gave just enough room, and Michael van Dongen may have understeered wide. But either way, O'Steven P6.
Take a bottle of water, because I heard you.
Yeah, I probably need a bottle of water, but either way. I'll leave it for when the action gets a bit quieter. But at the moment, JB as well, he's treating us to a bit of action. I think he wants to make an overtake already into turn 10. He's going to dive it? No, he's not. Damage is off, but he wants to be nice to Gisty and not ruin his race.
Straight. Can he overtake Rackler? We will see very soon. It's not going to happen, but you never know. Maybe
or is it?
They dive bomb in turn 1. No.
Rackler probably thought for a second, oh no, they touch. Brookie and Rackler, they're really getting close here. But this is a battle for the podium. But Parrot, they do need to work together, don't they? Because Cryptic is the gap. They can catch Cryptic if they just work together. They can definitely catch Cryptic as the gap's now down to 2.6 and back up to 2.7.
Maybe, but I'm not sure. But now the first drivers are pitting to the hard tires, and it's going to be difficult on the outlet.
No damage, so no punctures. So Humanoid will not get a puncture if he keeps going on that tyre. But I think he'll want to pit quite soon. Brookie, though, at the moment... Oh, he makes a move on Rackler. That was out of nowhere. Brookie goes down the inside of Rackler. Rackler was so wide into turn 10 there. And now into turn 11. Rackler, he's going to pretend he's got a chance of an overtake. But Brookie, he's fast. Brookie's very fast. And the pressure he kept on putting on Rackler was showing. But now Rackler's not giving up. He's going to go out the inside. What a switchback that is. Are they going to give the space? Rackler has to cut the corner. Oh, no. Rackler spins. Brookie maybe cutting off slightly. Must have maybe cut his rhythm.
Himself, mate.
He did spin himself, but maybe he was out of rhythm. But anyway, Steven, is he going to pick up the slipstream? I think he's going to wait for the DRS, but Steven now could be looking at P5. And with Jan's penalty, he could even be P4 if he's faster than Jan. But at the moment, Steven's going to pick up the DRS on Rackler. Is he going to be able to get close into turn 1? The gap's 4 tenths, 3 tenths. as he closes in 2/10. Oh, Stephen thinks about it. He's enjoying himself out there, probably. Oh, Stephen, as he gets a switchback, and he gets another switchback. Oh, Stephen, he's trying everything. He's trying all his tricks in a locker. He's got 5-star skill moves this with FIFA, but he's trying his best.
In the pit lane.
That was a shame as well, but oh, Stephen is rating well, Parrot. Do you think he'll be able to maybe get a podium here? We're not even halfway, but do you think Osim could get on a podium?
I don't think so today, because the top 3 is too far.
True. Mertena and Cryptic have made a mistake, but Brookie, he's maintaining that gap to Cryptic, and he's now actually closing it in slightly. And I think Brookie's maybe faster down the straights, as he does seem to be gaining down the straights and maybe losing slightly in the corners. But as I say that, he closes in slightly. But little Brookie's going to have to make at least a 10th a lap to try and close up to Cryptic. Is that Jan or no? Jesse?
Mr. Merck.
As Mr. Merckx has more misery, I think he's now, well, he was last. And now he is last, as both Haas cars have made a pit stop. Humanoid has come into the pits. Michael Van Dongen has made a pit stop, and Jesse. Jesse's actually got a chance here of possibly getting a podium. He's made the early pit stop, and he's not in any difficulties, as Jan picks up a penalty, and that's going to ruin his chances of a potential podium. It does seem like first and second could be made up, and then third is really anyone's chance. But Rackler, he is at the moment coming under pressure still from O. Steven, so he's got to be careful. And he gets penalty. That looks clear as day. Just cut the corner way too much, as we will check in on F3. Sadio Mano leading.
It looks Mercedes gonna win this today, but everything can happen. 15, right?
Anything can happen, and Mertena, I mean, he's not pulling away massively from Cryptic, but he's the gap to Cryptic is being maintained.
Maybe a half a tenth.
Or Cryptic's made a mistake. Yeah, Cryptic's made a big mistake. He's lost 6/10 this lap. Brookie's closing in. He's going to be looking at that gap, Cryptic, and thinking, if Brookie catches me and I drop down to third, could well someone else catch me like Jesse. So Cryptic, he's really hoping to get this podium. He's never got a podium in FRL. So he's is he going to be able to get it though?
Yes, he's pitting.
Does he speed?
It means Cryptic is not able to pit. It's Alpine 1-2 for now.
Oh, Brookie! Oh, he cuts the corner. Oh no, he speeds! Oh, that was so unfortunate.
Steven, you never know.
Oh, that's a shame though. Brookie, I'm not sure the last time he got a podium. I don't know the lot. I think O. Steven hasn't got a podium, and let's check when O. Steven last got a podium. As he's tight on exit, he's done the undercut. Well, no, sorry, he hasn't pitted yet, obviously, with Brookie. But last time O. Steven got a podium was back in FRL F4 Season 1, which was Italy.
Season 1?
Yeah.
What?
2 seasons ago. So Steven, I mean, it is pre-season. Does it count? Not really, but he'll be trying to get a podium for sure. And maybe he'll hold up Mertena. So a lot of what's it called? Plots are to be played out. And you know what? We'll look at Humanoid. Humanoid down in P13. Gonna try and overtake his teammate. They're both gonna get past Highlander in the pits. So Gisty has no longer got the wooden spoon, which he'll be happy about. But the two Haas cars, both low on battery. I mean, everyone's low on battery power, aren't they?
The pit 40. Now 30 he's using. Not sure why he's using. And Mertena like 90 EOS.
Yeah, Mertena's saving well. And there's that Michael Van Dongen. Michael Van Dongen, that's his chance of a podium gone. And now the Haas car's going to catch up to him. So Haas are now looking to catch up.
Bottling today.
Very much.
Put it in the pit lane.
Maybe they're sandbagging. Who knows?
Probably.
We'll see if Cryptic can catch up. Obviously he's pitting now. How close will he be to Mertena on the exit? I think it'll probably stay the same gap. But then again, the overcut's quite good because of the colder tyres. And as you can see, Cryptic, the gap is
leading the ways now.
4.5
seconds.
Leader. He's led the race before, but oh Stephen, he leads again. And with the pit stops, if we check the leader, he's going to come out around P5. Oh,
The
Rackler.
overcut is actually powerful.
Yeah,
in this
Rackler
game.
and Jan fighting. Let's check the comments. We haven't checked the comments this stream. Let's see. Hoi Bunty, hoi Parrot.
Parrot. Hoi. You need to say hoi Sepp Lok.
Hoi Sepp Lok.
Schaap, he's banned from FRL for 1 season. So we will see him in F4 season 4 again.
Yeah, that is Apple. But oh Stephen. Mertena's not gaining a lot on him, but obviously Mertena, his tyres are starting to warm up. Mertena, I mean, he's got no pressure from behind. Cryptic is warming up his tyres, so he's losing a lot of time. But Brookie doing this undercut flex, this has actually helped him.
Maybe. Not sure. Oh yeah, actually. Steven's probably gonna not hit. Okay, he stays out. Maybe he's thinking safety cars on or something and he's hoping for a crash.
Yeah, just look at the rear ring view of Cryptic, seeing where he's gaining and losing time. But Brookie, 1.4 seconds off Cryptic. Brookie's got a 5-second penalty and he's chasing down a podium. If he can get past Cryptic and keep pulling away, then he's got every chance of a podium. And also, O. Stevens yet to pit. So once O. Steven pits, he will be in a podium position.
One Werkler outside makes the switch back into turn 1, switch back into turn 2.
Oh, contact! No. Rackler with Jesse behind. Jesse, is he going to make the move? Rackler's using ERS. Umnoy gets 3-second penalty. As there's a good fight behind, actually. We'll go on board with that one. Gisty's going to try and get past Humanoid here. Gisty down the inside of Humanoid, but there's a Haas as well, quite not too far behind. Oh, Humanoid goes wide. JB thinks about a dive.
Yeah.
Not close enough. Humanoid though. Humanoid's now going to get DRS on Gisty. Is he going to be able to make the move on Gisty? He's going to have to brake very late, but he fakes a move, but he isn't able to make it.
Another 2 seconds from Van Dongen.
Michael Van Dongen having an awful race, really awful race for an F3
Both
champion.
Aston Martins actually.
Yeah, and Michael Van Dongen, he's won an FRL championship as well, if you didn't know that, so it's even more embarrassing. FRL F3 season 3? I'll have a check.
I knew he was champ, but not sure which season.
Season 2. Season 2, so yeah, very long time ago.
Another champion in the commentators box.
Oh yeah, lovely way to get in that flex though with the FT champion. Well, we all wish we were. But Jesse on the back of Rackler trying to make a move. I love the flex, which goes well with your name as well. But JB gonna get DRS as well. Ah.
I've seen is gonna be angry.
Oh, Steven is going to be angry, but at least, I mean, he hasn't pitted yet. Is he going softs? He might be going medium soft. JB, he's got less penalties than Michael Van Dongen. He's going to still try and go around the outside. He's going to force Michael Van Dongen to take a very slow line, very wide line into turn 3.
For JB.
JB, is he going to go inside or outside? JB, I think he's going to try and dart to the inside. No, he goes outside. That's a mistake from JB. But now he's going to try and get the switch back. Can the Red Bull get the switch back? What an exit from JB. And JB now side by side with Mike Van Dongen. Mike Van Dongen sticks the nose on the inside. Contact! Oh, no spins. Oh, beautiful overtake from JB. Aggressive, hard racing, but very good racing nonetheless.
Half second to Cryptic.
He's closed down Cryptic, and Brookie we did know was faster, but if he just didn't get that penalty, he would have been fine this race, but obviously he did. As though Steven's still yet to pit.
Oh, Highlander spun.
Highlander wasn't really looking like he was going to get into the points anyway. But Mr. Merckx as well in 13th. Just a note about him. He could be maybe in a top 10 with all the penalties ahead of him. But Brookie, he's close to Cryptic. He's going to fake a move. And once again, all the drivers love to take a wide line and then switch it to the inside. Best way to carry the speed up to turn 4, which is what Brookie's trying to do. Cryptic, he's under pressure here. This is for a temporary podium position. Brookie down the inside of Cryptic. Oh, just about makes it contact.
Oh.
Brookie and Cryptic. Oh, they both maintain it from not spinning. Brilliant battle there. A little bit of contact, but you know, Cryptic didn't know whether to turn in or not. I think that was the idea. But still, Brookie's in a DRS, so this battle will still continue. Oh, Stephen still yet to be overtaken. He's still leading the race. Oh, Stephen having a very good few laps here. Since he's taken a lead. Can O'Steven maintain it and then box late on for the softs? And then if he's on the softs, maybe he can make up a position or two. But Brookie, he's using a lot of ERS like Cryptic. He really wants to get ahead of Cryptic and pull away as much as he can.
Actually, Bun, you did win a constructor championship, right, or not?
Yeah, I mean...
So yeah.
Technically. Driver's champion. Driver's champion though is nice though. Oh, Steven's won
you,
2.
Me.
Yeah.
Jesse. Michael van Dongen, Wackler probably.
Rackler probably, yeah. JB maybe. A lot of OGs on this grid with JB, Brookie, O'Steven. They've been around for a while, but Brookie at the moment, he's going to be focusing on this. Humanoid and Michael van Dongen are battling, and there's a spin with Highlander. But Brookie, is this the move finally to get past Cryptic? He's been hunting him down for laps, but he doesn't make the move. But he's going to have DRS into turn 4. Oh, is that a penalty for Brookie as well? Because he did cut the corner after Humanoid's penalty. No, but is he going to go around the outside? Last time he tried to go inside. Is there contact? No, there isn't. Good racing. Cryptic has been mucked off as Brookie gets a podium. Rackler as well makes the move on Jan. So both Mercedes, not as fast as we thought they would be really. But my oh my, Brookie's race pace is very strong. Very, very strong.
Yeah. But when is Steven gonna pit? Maybe he forgot to pit or something.
I hope he hasn't, because he'll get disqualified. But yeah. As you can see the gap, I think he'll come out still P5 or P6. So if he can keep this up and come out P5, P6, put on a pair of softs.
Maybe even P7.
He could maybe get a podium.
I think
very
he's
unlikely.
Go back to P7.
Yeah, because he's going to come out right in a battle, and no Steven's luck in battles as he does get spun round. But Jesse, he has got no penalties, to be fair to Jesse, since the Cryptic incident. I know Steven's pitting. We'll see where he comes out, because we're on board with Jesse. Where is O'Steven going to come out? Jesse, Rackler, and Jan. All coming around the last corner. O'Steven, he's past the line now. The Ferrari pit crew, I think they've done the tyres.
He's going to be P4.
It's going to be tight here on exit. Jan, he's going to defend clean air.
P4, P7.
Oh no, O'Steven, he drops down the order.
Yeah,
he's going to come
P7.
right into the thick of this battle. And then, as we go along, Rackler going side by side with Jan. Don't close the door, Rackler. Oh, sorry for switching away there. But Rackler up to P4 now. But O'Steven, P7. Up ahead, as you can see, the two Mercedes going side by side. Oh, Brookie gets spun. Was that maybe a spin around or contact again? Brookie down to P3. But he's still looking like a podium for Brookie, which is great to see. But O'Steven! Jan! O'Steven's massively gained on Jan. Jan's made a mistake. Jan is such a great PSN name, by the way. It rolls off the tongue brilliantly. Yum. But, Rackler. Oh no, O'Steven!
He's got cold tires, so it's not weird to see.
Yeah, I mean the brakes though. I'm not sure if he had cold brakes, but either way, he's made the overtake the dirty way. But he's up to P6, but he's got to start pulling away from Jan if he wants to really catch Jesse, because if Jan stays in his DRS, he could be in trouble with Jan overtaking him.
Yeah, but I think he can drive away even when Jan has got DRS.
I'm just looking. Highlander. Is Highlander keeping with the leader? That's pretty funny. Yeah, Highlander is ahead of the leader. We'll see how long that lasts for, just a side note. But O'Steven...
the blue flag is out, he needs to get out of the way then.
Jan is behind O'Steven.
So he needs to get out of the way.
Yeah, he's got to get out of the way soon. Mertena hitting a bit of traffic. Ghosting is on though, so luckily there'll be no Ocon Brazil 2019 moments. But O'Steven, he's pulled out a second, and he's now gained 5 tenths on Jesse. Parrot, he could be on potentially for P3 with all the penalties ahead. Let's see, penalties
Whoa,
5
Steven.
seconds. Yeah, Steven, he could catch Jesse. It's going to be very difficult, but he could catch Jesse. And then if he catches Jesse, he'll get rat claw on penalties. And then he has to get 2 seconds to Brookie. So if Brookie spins and Steven can overtake Jesse, he gets a podium. Both things aren't massively out of the question. Steven still gaining on Jesse. Jesse...
It's not getting really much on his
Well, it's been now a second this lap. Jesse, though, he's on 10 lap old hards. He pitted quite early for those hards.
Yeah.
1 second up on his PBO, Steven. He's second purple lap. Not sure if this is going to be fastest lap from him. Oh, it could be if he improves even more in this last sector. But he's not in a DRS, but Jesse is in a DRS. Well, he may or may not be, but... Mertena still has got Highlander right after him. And so Steven, fastest lap. That's going to be a surprise to everyone on the grid who's not near him. Steven on Sol saying fastest lap. I think that was Mertena who spun for a second, but it is Highlander.
No way. Oh, yeah. Bro.
It's nice though. I think it was 2 seasons ago, we had 4 drivers finishing, but that was because we had damage on. But this time, damage is off, safety car's off. It's quite good. We can measure people's pace, and this time we got 14 finishes, which is quite nice, really. Obviously, you don't want damage off in the real season, though.
Maybe we need to put damage off in the real season.
I was just saying that. I don't think so. I think pit stops for damage are key. But just keep it clean. A lot of these drivers in F4 are quite aggressive, like Jesse. So this is where, like, if damage was on for Steven, he'd be a lot more scared to make them overtake. Because Jesse does, as we saw into turn 4 with, I think it was JB, he can close the door very aggressively.
Let's see when Austin can overtake Jesse.
Oh, great exit.
Jesse without bad moment.
He's got more DRS. Oh, well, he's got DRS and he's got more ERS than Jesse Steven. See if he can make the move.
Corner.
Has Jesse got DRS? Yes, he does. Steven's going to make a move soon. Otherwise, his tyres will go off. Steven brakes late. He's going to try and take the straightest line to get the traction as best as he can. But the problem is, Jesse has simply got DRS on Rackler. That's the main issue. As I think Steven did a little weave there to say Rackler to Jesse, just let me through, possibly.
Jesse's not gonna do that.
Jesse would never do that.
Yeah, it's quite boring on this moment. But Mr. Merckx on Christie on the main straight up to P11 and the
Jesse, he's having a good race, but Mr. Merckx has hunted him down. Ooh.
Alright. Mr. Merckx had a bad exit, I think so.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's gone around the outside there, and you're 3 or 4.
Oi! Gisty! Good! They're still side by side. No, Gisty loses out. Good move from Mr. Merckx there. Steven, Jesse's lost DRS. If Steven can have a really good exit here, which I think is what he's done, sort of, not really. Steven's going to have to get close into the last corner because he does need to make the overtake on Jesse this lap if he wants a podium chance.
Yeah, but I think it's already too far back.
Ooh, Steven though, 4 tenths. 3 tenths. 2 tenths. Yeah, Steven's exits could be better to make the overtake. Ooh, my goodness, he got close there. And he got good traction as well. Steven, he's all over Jesse, but just can't get past Jesse. Zumanoid's on the back of Mr. Merckx as well.
To be honest, I miss the old F4 drivers from last season. Hippo, Kostiasu.
I mean, they did give good action at the front, but I mean, they were way so far ahead, weren't they?
Yeah, but It was just different.
Yeah, but this is only pre-season, so it doesn't mean obviously the real season's going to be like this. But still, we've had a very entertaining lap one. But obviously with pre-season,
Mr. Merch, wow.
as Mr. Merck spins. Oh, as Janzu.
No. Yeah, John.
He hasn't got any penalties though.
58.
So, yeah. Janzu will stay P8 because of the penalties. Oh, Steven, once again, he's going to try and make the move on Jesse. He breaks late. He gets a good exit.
Jesse's gonna go to the pit wall.
You can't keep weaving like this, Jesse.
Crazy.
Yeah. Oh, Steven, why doesn't he use more of his overtake? I don't get it. Oh, Steven tries to break late. He's gonna try to go all the way round into the inside. Oh no, he gets a penalty.
Oh.
That is his fault because I think he was nervous around Jesse cutting him off. But either way,
yeah.
Oh, Steven passed Jesse. All he has to do is stick within 3 seconds of Oh, Steven. But that's not easy.
It is, I think. But maybe not because he's on the soft.
Yeah, that's what the thing. Oh, Steven is on the softs. But Oh, Steven looks like he's going to finish P6 maybe at the moment.
No. Yes. What? Just too far back.
He thought about it, Jan. There's a lot of Jans in this grid. Jan Zoo, or call him Zoo. He's having a good race, to be fair. I think he's... Well, he didn't do many races last season, so he's enjoying himself out there.
Steven. Side to side. Oh, Steven going off track.
Oh no, don't spin, Oh Steven! Oh my goodness.
On the outside of Jesse, that's a great overtake.
Oh Steven's getting frustrated, I think, behind Jesse.
Oh, my controller disconnects. No, I can't see the screen now.
I'll tell you if Oh Steven makes an overtake, but Oh Steven... Oh, he makes a good exit. Oh Steven gonna hopefully enable overtake. He's not gonna be able to make the move otherwise. Cryptic, out of nowhere, he's been mugged off by Brookie. Brookie's just mugged him. He's now gained position. Michael Van Dongen has done a spin as well. So, Cryptic is now down to P3, but can Brookie gain 5 seconds on Cryptic? That is the question. Jesse... Gonna go side by side with Oh Steven. Oh Steven's gonna try and give him as little space as possible. Jesse, is he gonna close the door? Oh, Jesse and Oh Steven! Oh no, Oh Steven. He went way too straight. He barged into Jesse, so that was probably fair, the outcome of that. But Oh Steven, either way, he's not gonna be happy with Jesse for the weaving and for the well, the weaving mainly.
Man, F1 season 15 champion is in the chat.
I think is that Montana? Or is that someone else? Evo!
No.
Well, Lil. Oh, he could win season 15.
Oh,
I thought you said season... I thought this was season 16 for a second. Ignore that. Lil, I mean, he could win F1, but about F4... Oh, Steven, hunting down Jesse for the 3rd time. Can he finally make the overtake?
He's dropping back now.
But we should look elsewhere. Mertena having a really good race. Brookie, he's having a great race. Brookie's definitely, his race pace is F3 for sure. He's pulling away like crazy from Cryptic. Cryptic, as you can see, having a... Cryptic's having a great race given he's got no penalties and he's made a really good comeback drive.
He's got straight on the last corner. What? That's on clip. That's gonna be a reserve seed this season.
Was that deliberate? Maybe his controller disconnected.
Probably wheel. Not sure because you're.
What's he doing?
No, if you're. That's. I think his wheel disconnected if he's on wheel.
Is he on wheel?
Or, not sure, so we will see. Because if your controller disconnected, you go immediately on AI mode, so that can't be the case.
No, it was controller, so it must have been deliberate. Well, that was weird from Jan. I mean, he did all 26 laps cleanly before. But either way...
Maybe that's a mistake.
Maybe it was a mistake. A very bad mistake. Gisty! Oh, sorry, I thought that was full position. That was just Highlander's AI, I think. But, Oh Steven, back of Jesse. But also, Flex, Cryptic is losing a lot of time to Little Brookie. Little Brookie, he's really trying to get that 2nd place now.
Yeah, he's making some time on Martin now.
I think Brookie's the fastest on this grid. It's just he's not.
On this moment of the track, yes.
Maybe I don't know. How did he end up in those positions? I think he spun, didn't he? He wasn't very consistent at the start. But yeah, it feels
the penultimate lap is now.
It feels ages ago. But anyway, Steven versus Jesse. Jesse's gonna try and force him to the outside. Steven, is he gonna go down the inside? He thinks about it. I think that's the best bet he's got, to be honest. He gives Jesse a bit of a shove. Steven.
Steven got a Jesse off.
Yeah. Jesse goes to the inside again. I mean, Jesse knows how to, what's called, defend a place, to be fair. A lot of weaving down one of the straights, but other than that, he's, the last couple laps, he's defended fairly cleanly. He's putting the car where he needs to put it, Jesse.
Yeah, that's what you're learning if you're friends with someone who's in F1.
Or, in Steven's case, he can just push him. Steven.
Lewis now engineer of Jesse. You never know.
Steven, he keeps pushing. Steven's not happy at all. And Jesse's probably like, what the hell is Steven thinking? Is he going to do it again, Steven? He brakes late. He's not going to be close enough. But Steven, another thing is his tyres are going off too. But look at Cryptic, the gap with a lap to go. Brookie needs to find a second. Oh no, Brookie almost spins out of the last corner. Brookie, still, they got 4 seconds. Cryptic, he's struggling here.
Steven up to P5. Oh, that's now Jesse hasn't got DRS.
Jesse's very clever. Very, very clever. Jesse's frustrating Steven as JB spins. Another spinner. And now, after all these spins, Janzu's now just confirming a P7.
In the inside of turn 1.
Jesse round the outside. Steven might get DRS. I think he was behind at the DRS detection point. Jesse. Jesse's not going to have DRS, or is he? No, neither of them are. Neither driver's going to get DRS. Oh, does he?
What's the win, man?
I didn't see, but he wasn't gaining much. No, Jesse, for me, he's ghosted. He's ran out of fuel.
Oh, Jesse, no fuel. No.
He's ran out of fuel, Jesse. And now, Steven's going to get P5, and Janzu's going to collect P6. Highlander, fastest lap. What a lap.
But is Jan going to take P6 here? I don't think so.
What a lap from Highlander on the side. Very nice lap. Jan as well, he's going to try and go for fastest lap too.
Cryptic also without fuel, but he's still able to go for... No.
Oh, Brookie, mistake. Cryptic. Oh no, Brookie, penalty. Is Cryptic going to run out of fuel? It doesn't matter because Merton is going to win the race of the first pre-season race of F4. He's dominated tonight for Alpine, and Merton wins tonight. Brookie though, is he going to be finally able to get his second place he's been dying to get? Cryptic, I think, is going to get second, and it's an Alpine 1-2. They win in Bahrain, dominant fashion from the Alpines. Cryptic from the back of the grid comes to P2, and Brookie gets a podium for the first time in goodness knows how long. All people on the podium. I don't think I've got a podium before.
What gonna do is, can he overtake Jesse before the line?
And Janzu or Zoo is going to easily get it, but can Michael van Dongen get him?
No, he's got penalties.
Ooh, Janzu's easily going to catch him. But Jesse, he's going to come under pressure here from Michael van Dongen if he's not careful. He's going to enable DRS and zigzag to the line. Yeah, he's going to be comfortably ahead of Michael van Dongen. But JB, I think he's going to get P8. And he does. Good race from him. Gisty, brilliant race from him. He was P13 at one point, but he's managed to do a great recovery drive to come P10. Humanoid, he's going to miss out on points, but it isn't it is pre-season, so he won't pick up any points anyway. And he'll come home P11. And that he is the last of the finishers.
Yes.
And yes, it is done. And we will be doing interviews with the podium sitters and driver of the day.
Interview, not the podium. Everyone will want.
No. We're doing it with the top 3 and with driver of the day.
No.
And I think
it's made there. I'm doing it for 3 seasons already.
No, Parrot. Sorry, we're doing the top 3. But Cryptic, I think, should probably get drive of the day. I know he got given it by the fans, but to come last up to P2 was about as good as it probably could have gone. So Cryptic will get my commentator's drive of the day. He's going to be interviewed anyway, so.
Oh, Steven, driver of the day.
No, Steven had a poor race. I know it's ruthless, but he did.
Driver of the day.
Cryptic is driver of the day and Mertena wins it. It is pretty much as good as it could have gone for Alpine. They could have come first and second in qualifying, but obviously Cryptic came fifth. But really good race from Alpine. Ferrari looking promising as well at the start of the season. But it is in blue.
We don't need
No.
We did it always last season. And
no, but we can't. But I don't want to be here forever. And a rule's rule. But
no, we did only top 3, but the other people who joined, we just skipped.
No. We'll make it simple and just add a new party. But
Gay.
Okay. Mertena wins anyway. Second Cryptic, Brookie in third, Rackler fourth. Steven comes fifth, which isn't too bad for a recovery drive after all the incidents. Zoo in sixth, Jesse seventh, JB in eighth, Mike van Doorn ninth, Gissy the newcomer in 10th. Humanoid comes home P11, just missing out on a top 10 finish, but wasn't lapped, to be fair to him. Mr. Merckx in 12th, very disappointing from him, after qualifying P5. Jan P13. Highlander gets fastest lap, so he would have got a point, P14, and Cameron Barber sadly retired early for P15. And
I can't add Cryptic.
I will make a party, but what? As we are joining the interview to see what Brookie, Mertena and obviously Cryptic have to say. And where is Cryptic? Can he be added? He can, okay. And we will... Hello Mertena, do you speak English? As we've got the winner of the race. He doesn't speak English, but we'll let Flex, you can interview him in Dutch. So, for any Dutch viewers, you can go on, Flex.
Sorry. Oh man.
Take it away, Flex.
Oh wait. Okay. Wait. You need to go to the cars.
Oh, sorry. I can go to the cars. Yeah. I'll get the Alpine car up.
Hoi Martina.
Hallo.
Welkom in de interviews.
Dank je.
Via Play, maar dat maakt niet uit.
Dat maakt niet uit.
Je bent tweede gestart in de kwalificatie. Je hebt de race gewonnen. Vertel iets over je race en de kwalificatie.
Nou, kwalificatie echt. Ik had pol kunnen hebben, maar ik verkloot gewoon bocht 10. Ik weet niet of jullie meekeken.
Welke bocht?
Ja, bocht 10, dat is die langzame richting het derde rechterstuk is dat.
Ja, ik zag je wel ietsje slomer gaan, maar ik weet niet of dat je laatste run was. Dus
ja, dat was mijn laatste
misschien niet.
Dus ik verloor echt, ik denk wel half tiende. En daardoor heb ik geen pol. Maar ja, ik had wel echt weer een wereldstart, zeg poeh.
Ja, je hebt eigenlijk de race zo wat gedomineerd. Met 11 seconden op
had ik zelf ook niet verwacht. Mijn eerste league race overwinning. Wat lekker.
Ja, gefeliciteerd. Helaas stelt hij niet helemaal mee, maar je kan wel zeggen dat je gewonnen hebt. En... Ja. Ben je bang dat je naar de F3 gezet wordt na deze race?
Ja, want ik wil gewoon in F4 blijven.
Ja, dat heb je niet verkloot. Zo, ja. Heb je voorspellingen voor volgende week?
Weer winnen?
Nee, F3, waarschijnlijk moet je F3 rijden.
Nee. Oh. Ik ga protest indienen.
Ja, misschien mag je F4, maar stel voor je mag F4 rijden. Wat zijn je voorspellingen?
Nou ja, ik heb toch echt het gevoel dat mensen hier aan het sandbaggen waren, zeker Jesse. Ja, ik weet niet wat hij aan het doen was, maar... maar sommige ik heb ook wel geluk gehad hoor, dat mensen achter me spinden de hele tijd.
Maar ja, geluk hoort erbij hè.
Dat is waar. Ach ja. Toch wel gedomineerd eigenlijk. Ja.
What did you say, Bounty?
Doei, or... Well, I mean, well done.
Oké,
Thank you.
bedankt voor het race vandaag. Gefeliciteerd met je overwinning.
Dankjewel. Doei.
And... Is Brookie gonna join us, or is he not here? No, it is just us two.
Wait.
I will ping Brookie.
You need to add cryptic.
I have added crypto, don't you worry. Ah, yeah. There you go. So we'll wait for Cryptic and Brookie to have an interview, but if you're wondering what happened in F3 is Brookie is here, so that's in good timing.
Yeah,
So,
the owner of the FRL league.
Yes, technically. But, Brookie, can you hear us?
He muted himself, so hopefully he don't know.
We'll wait for him to unmute. He's
Oi,
probably celebrating with the champagne after a very nice podium. But we'll wait for Mr. Brookie.
He's sharing with his dad, probably.
Crypto can't join, but little Brookie can. Hello, Brookie. Can you hear us? I mean, first of all, first reaction after winning a podium. Obviously, sadly not the race, but P3, you must be absolutely over the moon after your luck in F3 last season. Must be so relieved to know you have that in the bag. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and obviously, even from the start in qualifying, we saw you had the pace. You qualified P4, but even in qualifying, you were next to Cryptic, and he was always on your mind, wasn't he? I guess in the race because you were hunting him down. Do you think, obviously, with that 5-second penalty, you saw it when he was speeding, you were slowing down and then wanted, obviously, to gain as much time as possible, so kind of lifted off and then slowed down again, but just not enough. So, do you think if you got rid of all your mistakes, you would have been able to be not just ahead of Cryptic, but maybe close to the win, or is that too much? Hmm. Yeah, he was definitely on your back, and overall, I mean, a very solid race for you to assert yourself in F4. You're probably right on a bubble of F3 and F4, but just a side note, I did at the start of our race, obviously did predictions. I did predict you first, but a podium is close enough, so I'll take the dub. But what's it called? Flex, do you have any questions for Brookie before we ask about him in F3 next season?
When am I gonna be a FRL owner?
We'll take it. But in terms of next season as well, Brookie, do you think you suit more to F4? Because obviously you were against a lot of F3 guys tonight, the likes of Michael Van Dongen and Rackler. Some were faster than you in qualifying, but in the race you clearly had the best race pace, maybe almost out of anyone. So where do you think you'd put yourself if it was up to you with the tiers out of F3 and F4 for the next pre-season where we go Spain next week? Yeah. Yeah. We will see. Yeah, that'd be pretty good as well. That'd be almost a confirmed chemistry thing.
Today.
Yeah. there was some good overtakes from both of you. I think JB might have finished P7. I'm not too sure though, but it'll be. Hopefully, we'll see you both, you and JB, in F4, not just next season, but next week in Spain. Do you think you'll be racing? Solid. Well, we will see you next season, or next season and next week. So well done on a podium. And just like that, the stream is pretty much over. Very good race overall, and we'll see you next week for Spain.